and Enter the Line, where does the name come from? How did you guys come up?
Yeah, good question. So, the only way I can say it is I feel like it came from just time praying and just asking the Lord, okay, what do you want this to be? What is this called? And so the name Enter the Line, people are like, what does that even mean? It doesn't make sense. But what we believe is that because Jesus died on the cross, when he died on the cross and rose again, he defeated death, which we would consider to be our greatest enemy. So if Christ has died and has defeated my greatest enemy, then what do I need to fear? I can enter any situation with the boldness and courage of a lion. So I can go to that hot call for service, priority one, and I can go fearless because I know Christ has gone before me. Or I can go into my marriage that is shaky and broken and maybe a little bit scary. I can go into that with boldness and courage, knowing that Christ is there with me and for me. And so that's what that means is, there is a lot of imagery in scripture about Jesus being the Lion of Judah. And we see that Christ is not just a pious, weak individual that has blonde hair and blue eyes holding a lamb that we see in church pictures, but that he's also a warrior, and that those who feel like they're called to be warriors, we would say we believe that we get that because we are made in his image, and that's part of who he is as a defender, a warrior, protector. And so that's where the name of the logo comes from, and I appreciate you asking about it.
Yeah, of course. I like it. And this is why I absolutely love social media for some reasons. I enjoy social media, is getting to connect with people like you and organizations like yours, to where when people reach out to us and they're like, hey, I can't even afford the 50% coverage and we're struggling to find somebody. It's like, hey, let me connect you to Josh. Let me see when their next retreat is, or get you pointed in the right direction. It's so nice to have like a list of resources for somebody, right? Because our specialty, like I mentioned, is getting somebody connected to a legit, well-trained therapist quickly while maintaining complete confidentiality. But if somebody's just looking for a retreat or they're looking for other resources, it's so nice to have in our back pocket, like, hey, thank you for reaching out. This was really great. Maybe I do need to get back into faith, therapy, etc. But then if they don't have any resources, they're going to go home and then they're going to Google therapist near me in San Francisco, California. And then they're not going to have a vetted, culturally competent therapist. And then that's a recipe for disaster.
So I'm about halfway through my graduate degree to become a licensed clinician. So I know more of what I don't know than what I do know at this point. But, I think what you're doing is so important because I think, we think, well, just if I can go get therapy, that'll be helpful. But I think that, bad therapy is actually worse than no therapy sometimes, because depending on who they are and how they're leading you, it is important to have an organization like you to actually get you to somebody who is going to lead you into wellness and can actually be qualified to help you with some things you're processing through.